Jax Forrest, just stepping off the mat with a victory here at Junior Nationals. I talk about your motivation to come here. I saw you in the Olympic trials a few months ago, and man, you just want to wrestle when you can to get more experience and get better, right?
Yeah, this is a hard one. I talk to my family, coaches a lot. I'm going. I love wrestling. I love competing. It's Fargo. It's a big one. I didn't achieve my goal of making a world team this year, which, stung. So, being able to come here, obviously then wrestling to Seth, who beat me earlier this year. I mean, it's one that I've been wanting to get back, and I know it wasn't me out there wrestling that day. And so just to find a reason to compete, find a way to come here and just wrestle.
So tell us about your year, man. I mean, you've been wrestling against senior guys. You've been wrestling against kids in your age group. You come to Fargo. I mean, talk about your journey this year, because a lot of people haven't had the opportunity to wrestle like
I mean, it's been a journey, to say the least. I mean, I started off with, our regional tournament in Pennsylvania. I ended up getting beat. Looking back, I'm like, geez, how do I get beat at the regional tournament and then come and do all these things? And then obviously I wrestled at the PAC tournament, got that match back with a tech fall. So it felt good to get another tech fall off of a loss here. And then obviously last chance qualifier, another one. Wasn't sure if I was going to do it. Said, well, why the heck not? I have God-given talents and the ability to, pull things out randomly. So then we went there, did that. I obviously wrestled really good there and came away with that. And then Olympic trials, then the U.S. Open. Then I broke my nose prior to the U20 World Team Trials. Still decided to compete, and then came here to compete. It's all about just competing and just, God gave me these talents. I'm going to go out and I'm going to try and show others, what God can do for them. I can't do anything by myself, so this whole journey has been a blessing, all the ups and downs. God finds me at the highest of the highs and the lowest of lows, and, helps me with whatever I need.
How are you doing this at such a relatively young age? You still have 2 more years of high school, right?
I'm going to my junior year. I don't know. I just, we have great people around us. I have great parents, my mom and my dad, and all my siblings. They're, the best family that I think that God could have gave me to achieve what I want to do at such a young age. And, just all the training partners, all the tournaments, all the experience. I know what to do in positions because I've been at the highest level, wrestling senior guys, wrestling college guys, wrestling high school guys. So, I'm just used to it by now.
And you wrestled Opens last year, I believe.
Yeah, I did Opens as a freshman and sophomore.
And you'll continue to do that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm going to try and find the best ones, find the best college guys that I can wrestle. Because why not? I'm going to go wrestle and have fun.
And you're not overwhelmed by this at all? I mean, what you're doing at such a relatively young age?
Sometimes I do, but, like I said, I have great people around me that keep me level-headed and, just take it one step at a time.
Because you mentioned you had lost in the regional finals, and I'm not using your age as it, but you got so much going on. Is it hard to stay focused?
Yeah, it definitely is. I've gone through some really low lows, which I'm still young, so obviously those are going to come, and, they're going to be even lower in the future. But, like I said, the people around me are great, and they help me when I take a loss there. They keep me motivated, and something God's granted me is that flip in my head that when I lose to somebody, it's like I'm doing whatever I can to come back and wrestle them. That's been the case for a couple. There's still ones I got to get back, but, I'm on the right step right now.
Jax, to not just win that match after he'd beaten you earlier in the year, but to win it decisively and perform well, what does that mean to you?
It's awesome. I'm still kind of surprised, I talked to my dad, my parents, they've told me when I've, had, the low of lows, it's when I get too high on myself. So I came in here thinking it's going to be a 6-minute back and forth match. I'm expecting a grind. I'm expecting blood. I'm expecting sweat everywhere. I'm just expecting like an absolute battle. And, it feels good when I can come away with something like that quick. And it's just like something off my shoulders. I'm just can go about my day and watch my teammate Melvin come out with a win later today.
Last year you were standing here and I was able to give you a golden ticket. Got another one for you. What does it mean to you to have an opportunity to come back to who's number one?
A little bit of deja vu. I think we were right here last year talking and, probably said some of the same things. But, it's awesome. This is the third one I got. I'm blessed, obviously, to, just do what I do. And I think this is a shout out to, all the little kids, watching this, seeing me get this to wrestle in, one of the best tournaments, single match there is, that if you just believe in yourself, you put the trust in God and you just compete. Competing is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be something you dread or having to make weight. It's all part of the journey. and this proves it.
What do you think about having it in Johnstown, Pennsylvania?
It's crazy, I heard rumors about it there. I didn't want to, go ahead and say yeah because, I could be disappointed, but I'm super excited and, I'm going to hopefully put on a show for the hometown.
Have you already made a college commitment?
No, not yet.
And where are you in that process?
I just was able to get calls not a little bit over a month ago. So it's like you've been saying, it's overwhelming. Young age talking to, old men, coaches around and, talking to me, hyping me up, but it's good. I'm excited for the future and to find out where I'm going to spend college.
And you're not leaning one way or other at this
Not
point?
really. I've been focused on here and, other tournaments coming up, so.
Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Jax.
Thank you so
Great job.
much.
Let's get a picture.